Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Complete Classical Arabic from Foundation series. I am Abu Abdullah and I have designed this three-course series to teach you Arabic from the foundations. This series will help you in mastering Arabic language by teaching the sciences of Sarf and Nahu. It will also help you in understanding the Quran, Ahadith and other Arabic literature. It will also help you in understanding sermons and lectures of scholars from the Arab world. And finally, it will help you build a very good foundation to start speaking classical Arabic. Before moving ahead and looking into the curriculum of this series, let us first look at some of the unique features of this series and some of the problems that a lot of courses out there have. So here are some of the problems. The first problem is that most of those courses, they're not comprehensive enough and they ignore the many patterns of the Arabic language and the flexibility that the Arabic language possesses. So to give you a quick example, compare Arabic with the English language. To form a sentence in the English language, you would almost always use the SVO pattern, which is subject, verb and object. An example of this would be Zaid ate the bread. So Zaid is the subject, ate is the verb and the bread is the object. So you would almost always use this pattern to form this type of sentences in the English language. So in this sense, English is a very rigid language, whereas Arabic is not like that. So you could form similar type of sentences in Arabic using so many different patterns. And so the problem with most of the courses is that they teach you the most commonly used patterns and they ignore the intricacies in around that and the different rules that you could apply to change the patterns to form similar or different type of sentences. The second problem is that most of these courses, they make you memorize a lot of stuff without teaching you the why and how of things around it. And then finally, after completing a lot of these courses, you would only be learning the theory and you will not have any practice of maybe translating text on your own or maybe translating audio or sermons on your own. So you would need an expert to help you do that even after completing those courses. Now let us look at this series. In this series, I have designed two separate courses, one in Surf and another in Now, to teach you all the rules and patterns of both word and sentence formation. And also the methodology that I used in this series is similar to what you would find in the universities. Also, I try to use the Arabic terminology as much as possible. So at the beginning of every course, we have separate chapters on terminology where we learn the Arabic terminology and we'll be using that throughout the courses. So for example, a jumlatul ismiya would be referred to as jumlatul ismiya and not a nominal phrase. And finally, the most important and the most unique feature of this series, which is unlike any other course, is that after completing the first two courses in Surf and Now, where we learn all the theory, and even though all of the theory lessons are accompanied by a ton of examples, we have a separate course where we practice all the theory. So we have a separate practice course where we try to translate text from the Arabic literature. So we have around 25 different lessons where we pick up text from Arabic literature and try to translate that. And then we also have some audio practice. So we pick up some audio files of some of the scholars from the Arab world and try to translate that. So this is the most unique feature about this course. More on this in the later slides. Now let us look at the curriculum of this series in a little more detail. So the first course in the series is Complete Surf or Morphology. Morphology by definition is the study of the words and the word formations. Surf teaches you the different rules and patterns of word formation in the Arabic language. So for example, if you are given these three root letters, which is fataha, and the meaning of its root is to open, and if you know the rules of surf, you can form so many different verbs and nouns out of it. To give you some examples, you could form the different past tense verbs out of it, like you could say fataha meaning those two men opened, or you could say fatahna meaning those women opened, or you could say fatahtu meaning I opened, and so on. Or you could form the different present and future tense verbs like taftahuna meaning you all men will open or you are men are opening, or you could say naftahu meaning we will open or we are opening, and so on. Or you could form the different verbs to give command in Arabic language. So for example, you could say iftah meaning you open, or you could form the different verbs to express energy or certainty in your statement. So for example, you could say aftahanna meaning I will certainly or I will definitely open. Or you could form the different nouns and adjectives. So for example, you could say miftah meaning the tool that is used to open, or you could say maftah meaning the place of opening, and so on. So these are just some examples You can form so many other different verbs and nouns if you know the rules of surf. So to get a complete picture of this, I highly suggest you guys to go ahead and look into the course curriculum video for this course. So for each course, I have a separate course curriculum video which goes into the entire curriculum of the course and discuss everything in detail. So I highly suggest you guys to look into that to get a complete picture. But these are some of the things that we will be learning in surf and so many other things. Also we will be learning the different specialities of roots, and then we'll also learn how to extract roots from root letters from a word, and how to look that into a classical dictionary, and much more. The next course is the now or the grammar course. So surf teaches you word formation, whereas now is the science of sentence formation, and it is the study of entire grammar, and it is the pillar of Arabic language. And not only that, now is a must-have tool for you if you are a student of any subject that is taught in the Arabic language. So for example, you might be a student of fiqh, or maybe hadith, or sciences of Quran, or any other subject that is taught in Arabic language. Now is a must-have tool for you. So there is a saying which says, "Annahu fil ulumi kal badri fin nujumi," meaning now amongst other sciences is like the full moon amongst stars. So these are the first two courses that we have that will teach you all the theory from a beginner to a very advanced level. And then we have the final course. So in the final course, we'll use all the tools that we learned in the first two courses, and practice translating literature and lectures. So this would help you in building your vocabulary, and it will also be a very good practice for you guys in translating literature and lectures, and also it will solidify your concepts. So my aim is by the end of this series, you should be able to translate a lot of literature and lectures on your own. Here is a small sample of the reading practice that we have in the final course. So the title of this chapter is Lamma Balagtu Sabi'ata min Umari. So let us start by breaking down the title first. So to start with, we have Lamma. So what is Lamma? We have already studied in the surf course that Lamma is a jazm operator, and whenever Lamma is added to a Muzare verb, Muzare meaning present or future tense verb, it gives the meaning of not yet or not until now. So for example, Akulu meaning I am eating or I will eat is a Muzare verb. When I add lamma to it, it becomes lamma akul, meaning I have not yet eaten or I haven't eaten until now. So that is what lamma does when it is added to a muzare verb. But observe here that after lamma we have a mazi verb. And how do we know that this is not a muzare verb? Firstly, because it doesn't have any of the alamat of muzare, which is alif, ta, ya and noon, which we learned in the surf course. Also, we learned in the surf course that this is a mazi pattern, right? So here, so then here we have a mazi verb after lamma. So what happens now? So we learned that whenever we have a muzare verb after lamma, it gives the meaning of not yet or not until now. But when we have a mazi verb, lamma gives the meaning of when. So remember this. Whenever we have a mazi verb after lamma, it gives the meaning of when. So that's the meaning that lamma is giving here. So then we have this mazi verb balagha. Balagha yablughu means to reach. So balaghtu meaning I reached. So when I reached, what did I reach? As-sabi'ata min umri. Sabi'ata meaning 7. Min umri meaning from my age. So lamma balaghtu sabi'ata min umri, that is when I reached 7 years of age. That is the meaning of this chapter. So let us start analyzing the paragraph. So lamma balagtu sabi'ata min umri, when I reached 7 years of age, what happened? Amarani abi bis salati. So amara ya'muru means to command, and who commanded? Abi. So abun here is muzaf and ya mutakallim is muzaf ilayh. So abun meaning father, abi meaning my father. My father commanded me. Amarani abi. My father commanded me. What did my father command me with? Bis salati. My father commanded me with a salah. Wakuntu, and I wakuntu ta'allamtu kathiran min al-ad'iya'i. So again here ta'allama yata'allamu means to learn. So wakuntu ta'allamtu, I learned kathiran min al-ad'iya, a lot of min al-ad'iya, a lot of prayers. Wa hafiztu suwaram, and memorized chapters min al-Qur'anil Kareem. So again hafiza means to memorize. So the new words that we have learned up until now is balagha. So let me try to highlight those words. And then we learned ta'allamtu. So ta'allama yata'allamu means to learn. Whereas allama yu'allimu means to teach, and ta'allama yata'allamu means to learn. So ta'allamtu, wa kuntu ta'allamtu, I learned kathiram, a lot, minal ad'iyai, minal ad'iyati, a lot of prayers. Wa hafiztu, again hafiza yahfazu means to protect, or in this case it means to memorize. Wa hafiztu suwaram, I memorize chapters. Suwaram here meaning chapters. Minal Qur'anil Kareem, I learned chapters from, I memorized chapters from the Quran. Min ummi, from whom? From my mom, from my mom. So ummi meaning my mom. So that was some example of the reading practice from the final course. Next, let us look at some of the examples of the listening practice that we will do.
يجوز أنك تنقل الزكاة إلى أقاربك محتاجين ولو خارج البلاد.
يجوز أنك تنقل الزكاة إلى أقارب المحتاجين ولو خارج البلاد. So the Sheikh answers and says يجوز. Again, jaza yajuzu means to be permissible or to allowed. So the Sheikh says yajuz, that it is permissible. Annaka, that you, tanqul az-zaka, that you, again naqala yanqulu means to transfer or to shift. So the Sheikh says yajuz annaka tanqul az-zaka, that is, that it is permissible that you transfer the zakah ila aqaribil muhtajin, towards your needy relatives. So ihtaja yahtaju means to be in need. So from that, muhtajin meaning the needy ones. So aqaribil muhtajin meaning uh, the needy relatives, or the relatives who are in need. Walau kharijal bilad, so even if they are, again walau means even if, in this context. So walau, even if kharijal bilad, even if they are outside your country, or even if they are abroad. So once again, now the whole sentence would be something like this, that is yajuz annaka tanqul az-zaka ila aqaribil muhtajin walau kharijal bilad. The meaning of this is, it is permissible for you to transfer the zakah towards your needy relatives, even if they are out of the country, or even if they are abroad. So who is this course for? So it is for students who want to learn the structure of the Arabic language. Also, it is for anyone who wants to learn the Arabic language to understand the literature, and or to listen to the scholars from the Arab world. Also, it could be for students who have already taken some courses. So for example, if you have done courses involving the Medina Arabic books, this course would be greatly beneficial for you guys. So if you have already completed those books, this would be a very good complement to that courses. Also, if you are an advanced student and if you want to practice some of your more advanced concepts and intermediate topics, this course is also very good for you.